Hey, it's been a minute. I hope you're doing good. Welcome back to another video. If you don't know me, I'm Mr. Suavez. I make gaming videos mostly on the topic of Rainbow Six Siege. I've been away from the game for a while, mainly due to the game itself. Not that many care what I think, but I haven't spoken about the new season. So I'm here to kind of catch up on everything that's been happening in the Siege community. I think we should start off with the obvious. The Recruit Remaster. What a waste of potential. I hate to start off with a negative, I really do, but come on. If we really dumb it down, what did they change from the old Recruit? Well, let's take a look. Only one person can play Sentry or Striker now instead of 5. Yeah, that's cool. Makes sense. Striker and Sentry are available to play in Ranked. Awesome. Remasters or new operators should be. Sounds great to me. That's a good change. All right, now their main ability is having 2 sets of any gadget on defense. Oh, well, they could already do that, but that's cool. You know, that's fine. So many great things you can do with that. It works really well for solo or duo queues. Okay, there's got to be something else. No, that's it. Well, that's cool, I guess. My problem with this is that it probably took them a quarter of the amount of time it takes to make a new operator because they didn't really change anything. The old recruits were able to use 2 sets of gadgets. Now, they didn't have access to every gadget. That has been changed. They added it so that you could combine any 2 sets of gadgets, which is really cool, but the recruits still did that. Like, that was their ability. So it's not really like a rework or a remaster. They just like buffed them. So I don't really think that warrants putting a whole season around them, you know what I mean? But I mean, if they're changing so little, then it would only make sense that we at least get a new map this season, right? Wrong. Ubisoft decided to give a small rework to Stadium Bravo by removing most of the bulletproof glass around the map, which is a good change. It was one of the main things holding it back. But then they decided to make it only playable in standard or quick match. So basically, we didn't get a new map or a reworked one. Surely with a basically operator buff and a map rework that ranked players won't even touch, they had to have added something more to the season. It'd be kind of lackluster if they didn't, right? They added a monthly membership. They what? They added a monthly membership. You get exclusive rewards and even some legendary cosmetics for just $10 a month or $80 for a year. I need you to walk away from me like right now. What did I do? Walk away. Just walk away. You mean to tell me, after you just hit an all-time player count last season, you decide to deprive us of any actual fulfilling content and give us a monthly membership? I'm just going to leave that there, or I might say some regrettable things. Just know there is a bounty out for anyone rocking the membership thing next to your name. We'll find you, and we will kill you. Moving on to something that was desperately needed, a Solus and Fenrir nerf. I'm going to say that Solus definitely pulled the short straw at the overpowered operator's meet and greet because holy mother did they bury her. Solus can no longer use her gadget in the prep phase. The gadget has a significantly lower lifespan of 10 whole seconds. The range has been lowered to 12 meters, and it can only be used when it's fully charged. And just to top it off, she lost her impacts. The funniest part of this nerf is that it's not even done yet. Ubisoft is coming back for round 2, and I don't think Solus is winning that fight. RIP to the drone killer herself. At least Fenrir didn't get hit as hard. I like to believe that the changes to Fenrir just made him a more balanced operator. Instead of being pulverized like Solus, Fenrir has actually become more fun to play in my opinion. He now has 4 FNATs, and none of them are bulletproof at any point, activated or not, and to add to that, he only has 2 activation keys, but the keys get returned to him after the FNAT is destroyed, meaning that in the right scenario, all of his mines can be used throughout the round, and I personally really like this change. I think it suits a more active playstyle. Adapting to the push the attackers are doing is something a Fenrir player is going to have to pay more attention to. The last thing I'll make note of is the endless training playlist. They say it's endless, but it's really only an hour, which is still more than enough time. I've been wanting something like this since I started playing Siege. I think it would still be a lot better if the AI moved around like T-Hunt used to be, but it's still a great warm-up. The mid-season patch notes also just came out like a week or two ago, and I noticed like the little changes. So like Echo got an ACOG, Wamai and Melusi lost their ACOGs, but Melusi got a Banshee, Wamai just lost the ACOG. Melusi now has 4 Banshees, which is pretty cool. I actually like that for her. Echo having an ACOG, I mean, it makes sense. He used to have one in the ranked 1.0 days, and, you know, I don't know why they're dogging on my boy Wamai, but whatever. Other than that, there wasn't really any huge changes, so I didn't feel like making a whole separate video for the patch notes. Plus, they already happened. But that is pretty much every notable thing from this season so far. Of course, there have been tweaks here and there, just little things. I personally think that after having a season like Ubisoft did in Deadly Omen, hitting an all-time player count after so many years of this game being out, I think that instead of going for the cash grab of the membership, they should have really doubled down on the amount of content that we got this season to keep players engaged. I think it was a huge loss on their part. This season has been one of the most lackluster seasons I've seen in a while. I personally didn't even really like Deadly Omen that much, but it came with a lot more compared to this season. This season feels really dead and kind of just a middle ground in between getting new operators, because let's be honest, Striker and Sentry, they really aren't new operators. They're just reskin recruits that have a couple more gadgets. Only 2 people can play them in the game. This is one of the main reasons I stopped playing. I got really bored of the game, and I saw what was coming out in the next season, this season, and I really just was not feeling like dealing with it. And yeah, I kind of just got burnt out of the game, but I'm hoping I can hit Diamond this season. Hopefully by then the next season's coming out and we'll have a bit more content to go off of. I plan to fully be back for the entirety of the next season. You have that to look forward to. And I know I've been gone for a good while now, but hopefully I can continue to make some more content for you guys and kind of get back in the swing of things. But anyways, and as always, I'll see you in ranked. Yeah, that one felt pretty good. That felt pretty good.